Hello everyone. So today I'm interviewing my mom. Mom, tell us what the meaning of your name and Angel.
Oh, the meaning of my name.
Yeah.
Um, I think it means like angels or something
Angels.
angelic. Don't really know. So people have told me. There's a Rolling Stone song called Angie, which is really sad. Do not like that song. I think my mom named me that because there was a soap opera she used to watch, and there was someone named Angela on that soap opera.
Okay.
Real deep, huh?
Let's go back. Tell us a little bit about your childhood.
Childhood. Ooh, which part? When I was a teen? When I was a kid?
When you were a kid, did you play any like sports or did you do like cheerleading?
I did basketball. Loved basketball. I was forward.
What is that?
It is a person who's like, there's 2 point guards who are at the top of the key. There's a center who's in the middle, and the forwards are like kind of on the sides, near the hoop. And that was my position I played. Really loved basketball, but I had a crappy coach in high school, so I quit. And I did love watching the Nuggets and the Phoenix Suns. Those were my teams. I did cheerleading for like a year, but I hated it, so I quit.
Okay, let's talk about what kind of music are you into?
Oh, you don't know?
No, I know. This is a.
Oh, okay.
I'm asking you
Yeah. Mostly 90s hip hop. You've heard me listen to the swear word stuff, but like the old school stuff when it comes on.
This is a family friendly channel.
Okay. Well, hip hop stuff, and I do like reggae. And I do like some classic rock. I like Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
I like some classic rock too. I like Jimi Hendrix a lot. Have you heard of Jimi Hendrix?
No.
Okay, you should listen to some of his songs. You'd like it. I think you'd like it.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell us about your first job, like as a teenager.
My first job, I was working for a dentist office, and I was 13 years old, and I was just pulling weeds outside. I pulled weeds for like 4 or 5 hours every day in the morning, and then I got money. So that was my first job. Wasn't the greatest, but when you get that first check, it was good.
Have you ever snowboarded before? Yeah. Let's a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, when I was a teenager, Auntie Patty taught me and Serena how to ski. So I skied first.
Oh.
So I skied when I was your age, like for a few years. And then when snowboarding became popular, I tried it out and hated it the first time. I fell the whole time way down. I wanted to quit. But I finally got down the mountain after like 2 hours. And then I just took lessons and kept doing it over and over again until I loved it. I love snowboarding, but it is expensive. That's why we don't go very often.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we should, right? Do you think we should go?
Yeah.
You want to learn how to snowboard?
Maybe.
Would you ski or snowboard? What would you try first?
Probably. Which is easier?
I don't know. I think they're both the same in different ways.
Okay. There's a question I was going to ask. Oh yeah. So you like to paint, right? Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, I started painting when I was in high school, and then I just stuck with it. And back before I had kids, I was like doing group art shows, and I most likely just like acrylic on canvas and some mixed media, which means like watercolor, acrylic, ink. You just do like a whole bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
Haven't done anything for a while, but I'm going to start again. Okay, it's my winter hobby, and I'm going to start back up again.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about you, like in the garage. We were doing.
Oh, the paint pours.
Paint pours. Tell us a little bit about that.
Let's start doing that more. So you just get a piece of canvas and acrylic paint, and then you have to use something to make it like runny. So there's like silicone, water. There's different mediums that you need to make it like flow, and
Yeah.
then you can do it. There's no wrong or right way. You just layer all your paint on your canvas, and you can either tilt it, blow it with a straw, use a hair dryer, just create different like movement and patterns, and like basically you're pouring it off the canvas to make. And if you want to see, this is something that Tosh did during that time when we did some paint pours. And I thought it was really good. Pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paint pours. Let's do some more of
Yeah.
those.
Tell us, what's your favorite food?
Oh, what's my
'Cause
favorite food?
I think
Oh, I
you
am
right
eating
now.
because I'm hungry because I had a late lunch. My favorite food is tamales with 2 fried eggs covered in green chili.
Ooh. Did your mom used to make that for you, or great
Mm.
grandma?
My grandma.
Okay.
My grandma was the one that taught me how to cook a lot.
Yeah.
So she taught me how to make like a lot of the Mexican food, like beans, rice, hamburger chili, pork chili, menudo. Basically like everything that I know how to make, I learned from my grandma at first.
Okay.
Oh,
Wow.
tortillas. We should make tortillas someday soon.
Yeah. All right. Now this is a very important question. Do you watch my YouTube videos?
I do watch your YouTube videos.
Really?
I haven't done it lately,
Okay.
so I don't know your new content. But when I'm stuck in traffic driving home, I'll put your YouTube video on in the car charger and I'll just listen to you.
Okay. What is one thing that you think I could improve on my YouTube or my podcast? Because obviously I don't have a camera or like a professional camera or like microphones. So maybe something other than that, because I know that I need to get those to make my videos better. But what is something else?
I don't know. I would just say prep beforehand, like have a certain subject in mind. Like today I'm gonna do this subject, maybe write down some notes and just like so that you know what you're talking about when you're, just have like a little script. That would probably, help everybody. Help me, help you.
Yeah.
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 We'll brainstorm different subjects and topics.
So have you seen my Lego stop motion?
I have seen your Lego stop motion. Would you like to show me the most recent one? After this?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not finished yet.
Huh?
It's not finished yet.
Okay, it's not finished yet.
But it's in progress.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be finished very soon.
I'm excited how you combine The Office and Marvel.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. Those are two. That's a good mashup. I feel like that people don't usually do or think of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? I am trying to get to like 10,000 subscribers on YouTube to try to work with Lego on this. What do you think about that?
I like it. I love it. I think it's a great idea. Yeah. Keep creating. I mean, just keep making videos. Keep thinking of new ideas. Keep putting it out there. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I hope you get it. Yeah. Someday, do you want to go visit the Lego house? I think it's in like Denmark or Sweden. Would you go there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So you know he's pretty famous. Mike Pinto.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that. And you were in one of his songs, kind of at the end. That's a little bit like that. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, one time Mike Pinto came to Denver and played at this theater, and we were in the front row, me and Andrea, and the song got a little like punk rocky, and it got a little crazy, and people started moshing, and then at the end, Matt, who was the bass player at the time, was like, "Are you okay, Angela? Are you okay, Angela?" And I didn't know that song was being recorded for YouTube. It's on YouTube. So there's like at the very end of the song, you can hear Matt going, "Are you okay, Angie? Are you okay?" Because the mosh pit was getting crazy. I'm not famous or anything. Someone just says my name in that video.
All right, let's talk about another kind of relative, T-Bone.
Oh no! Do we have to talk about TiVo?
Yes.
Alright. What do you want to talk about?
So
So first of all, TiVo was one of my mom's husbands. I think, right? Her first husband after second,
I
third,
don't know why you guys I don't know.
second. Okay. TiVo,
And he went on AGT
America's Got Talent.
back when. And
When Tosh was like 3.
what happened?
Oh, he fell off the stage.
And
And
what was
there's
his
a
act? What was his act?
singing with gloves on or something.
Yeah, and what song was he singing? Do you know?
Oh, who's the one? Just dance, 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 or something like that, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. And then he did a cartwheel and then he fell off the stage. And everybody in the world knows about this. Everybody still talks about it from my dad's side to my mom's side. Every time somebody sees me that I haven't seen for a long time, like a family or friend, they're like, hey, is your mom still with that guy that fell off the stage? So even though TiVo's not around in our lives anymore, he's infamous.
Yeah.
Right? Would you say that?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. So if
definitely
you
say
haven't seen the video, I think you Google on YouTube America's Got Talent pre-TiVo Montoya for the video. Still out there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
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 Oh, and then this is the also thing. At my wedding, I told my mom, I was like, I don't want him to dance at my wedding. But then people were like egging him on, and then he did his routine at my wedding, and I was really embarrassed. You don't even remember because you were like 2, 3.
Really. Have you ever done like anything on YouTube?
No, never.
No. So this is
It was my first time.
This is your first appearance on YouTube.
And I'm eating some food and talking to my son. That's my first YouTube video. So sad, huh?
No,
Question for you.
because you're on Dashboard.
Do you think I should start my own YouTube channel and do cooking videos?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? You'd watch
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. I would
And
watch
make
that.
it really simple. And I was thinking maybe of doing some things like for guys or girls who don't know how to cook very well. Just some simple things like how to make rice, how to make just some simple meals with some basic ingredients and not getting too complicated at first, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to ask me? Because I've been asking you like questions. Is there anything that you would like to ask me?
What are your YouTube goals in 5 years? Do you have any, like-
10,000 subscribers?
Do you think you'd start like different channels, like one for one certain thing, one for another,
I mean,
one
I
for
have
Lego?
created a Espanol channel, and I'm
Uh-huh.
trying to learn Spanish.
I'll do that with you. Let's do that.
Oh, okay.
Learn Spanish, do more art. Those are my winter goals.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So my dad, he said that he has some pretty crazy life experiences,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'm trying to get a bunch more people until we get him on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
So is there any like crazy thing that happened to you when you were a kid? Like life experiences.
I don't know.
And maybe that you felt like you like learned from.
You're asking me to reach way back, Tosh. Like way back.
You gotta put some effort into this.
I know. Well, you're just asking these questions on the spot. Crazy things. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that one. Yeah.
Let's talk
I was
about.
never in any crazy car accidents or crazy. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Let's talk about pets,
Pets.
childhood pets,
Childhood pets.
and then move it to pets now.
Okay. Me and Julie, which is my sister, had this dog named Rocky when we were younger, and he really didn't like us, and he really didn't come in the house too much, and then he bit my dad one day, and then my dad took him to the shelter. Is that sad? And then growing up, we used to have little chihuahuas, Honey and I can't remember their names. We had little chihuahuas, and then the little chihuahuas had babies. And then, yeah, those are pretty much my childhood dogs. And then when I was 20 and I moved into a house with my friends. I got a dog named Teos, and he was a giant, like, husky lab mix. He was huge. He was black and white, and then he was my best friend for a really long time.
And then Mexi.
And Mexi. And then I met your dad, and then he had a little dog named Mexi, who was a tiny little weird pit bull mix. She was so like skinny, but she was a crazy little fighter of other dogs, but she loved people. And she was a little sweetheart. And so for a long time, it was Teos and Mexi and Dan and Angie.
And then what about Brownie?
Oh, and then one day, niece Ashley asked us to watch her dog. And then she never came back from him. So we had Brownie for a while till he died. Because he was old and he had heartworm, and we didn't know he had heartworm. But we had a mean little, cute little.
He was
Brownie.
mean.
He was mean, but after like 3 years, he liked us, right? It only took like 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then.
And now we have
And
the 2 Dum Dums.
So first, let's talk about the experience with Alice.
Should I go bring him down right now?
Go ahead. Hurry, run, run, run!
Rookie Alice! Rookie Alice! Come here! Come here! This is my Elvis. Hi.
Okay, and then what happened when we first got Alice?
When we first got Elvis, he was way skinnier than he is now. And he slipped out of his leash at the shelter when we were leaving.
Yeah.
And he ran away. And we lost him in the parking
first
lot.
day.
The first night we got him.
The first one.
And then we were crying and we were sad and we went home. And then the next morning I got a call from the shelter and they said, your dog is at the door that you just adopted. And I was like, oh, we'll be right there for him. And now he won't leave my side, this little fatso. He won't leave my side. He won't leave my side. Oh, you stink.
And what about this one?
And then-
Because I think that we thought that he was a little bit of a smaller dog, but then we saw him.
And he jumped on your lap and he started licking. And you were like, you stink too. You were like, we can't leave without that dog.
I wasn't like that. I wasn't like
He's such
that.
a lover. Oh, he's so
You
sweet.
should have known that when he jumped up on top of that table, on top of me, on top of you, that he was gonna be
Had
super
no
crazy.
manners. You have no manners and no personal space. Yeah, there's no personal space with this guy.
Yeah.
But we love him very much, right?
Yes.
Cool. All right, we gonna wrap it up?
No.
Why not? That's it. That's a good podcast. That's not enough. No?
I got more questions.
More
Let's
questions.
talk about the tree farm.
The tree farm. We used to live on this property called the tree farm.
Yeah.
We rented a house from this guy called Dennis Parr. And there was a house on there. And there was also a tree farm business and a firewood business and a mechanic shop and a bunch of other things. And it was a really cool property because it felt like you were in your own little world. Like you didn't even have to go to the park. You just walked around. And there was like trees and open space and places for dogs to run. We'd always have pig roasts there. It was a fun spot. It was fun while it lasted.
Two more questions.
Okay, 2 more questions.
Okay. Would you ever like consider digital art?
Oh yeah, yeah. If
Yeah.
you want to show me a program, I would definitely love to do some digital art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then would you like make like a YouTube thing, like YouTube art for me,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
like a video cover?
Oh yeah. Yep. Sure would. Yeah. Let's do some digital art.
And then the last question, early in the podcast, I was talking about how I gotta get a bunch more people on here before I get Dad,
Mm-hmm.
because he's a man, he's a myth, a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think that should be?
Oh.
Do you think that I should maybe like talk about some other topics with my friends, or should I get some other people?
Yeah, I think you should get some more family and friends.
Yeah.
Maybe some people with interesting stories. Great grandpa, if we can get him over here. He has some great stories because he was in the Korean War.
Yeah.
So he has some great stories. Yeah, your dad, and then friends. Maybe get people who've had experiences like I think Auntie Patty had a house that was haunted one time. I bet she could tell you some crazy stories about a haunting. Just stuff like just different real life experiences, you know.
Yeah.
Different stuff, interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I had.
All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Should we?
Okay. Bye.
Where'd you put my trash can?
Uh-oh.